Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Department of Inhaled Vapours VHV Juice Sample Party Review Roundup. What we're going to be doing with these videos is we're going to give you a little heads up and my personal opinions on some of the selection that we've got for you guys that we offer through the juice sample parties. Now today I've got 6 juices that I'd like to show you. I've got Villain Vapes, I've got 2 from one of our new supporting vendors, Mount Baker Vapor. I've got 2 from Amsterdam E-Liquids and 1 from Kahuna E-Liquid. Kahuna E-Juice. I'm going to start with one, well, it's turned into a favourite company of mine, which is Villain Vapes. And that is, the one I've got for you today is Bonnie and Clyde. This is in 6 milligrams and it's a 50-50 mix. Just like to say, for the purposes of review, I've not been paid to do these reviews. All these reviews are my opinions and my opinions alone. Also, please remember, the flavours you get from any juice is all dependent on what setup you're using. Today I'll be using at the moment, the very temperamental 50-watt Sigali Vox Mod, and that's got a Magna coil, that's dual coil to 1 ohm. Here we go. Villain Vapes. Villain Vapes, as I say, have become one of my favourite companies, and I would have only discovered them, I wouldn't even known about these guys if it hadn't have been through the sample parties. So a big thank you to VHV for getting these guys on board, and a big thank you to Villain Vapes for supporting us as well and as often as they do. Thank you. Alright, we're going to start not at 25 watts because that would be stupid. I'll get that down to about there. I'm going to start at 12.8 watts. I mean, that's about 3.9 volts. So that's about within the range, well, just above the range of what you would have got if you're on an Ego. No, I'm saying 3.5 because it's been a twat. Thank you. 3.8. Thank you. Well, flavour was just lovely. Anyway, as you can see, it's a steamer. They always are. Villain Vapor's actual vapour production is stonking on every single one I've had. Throat hit, there's a little one. It's a very mild, it's a very soft throat hit. But once again, it's the flavour where they score highly in. There's a raspberry, and on the exhale there's kind of a blackberry. There's more of a separation on the actual flavours here on the inhale and the exhale. But what is good about it is the raspberry is still dancing around on your tongue while the blackberry comes over. I think there's another berry in there, I'm not quite sure. Because the blackberry does taste a little bit, it's not quite blackberry. There's definitely blackberry there, but there's something else with it, and I'm not quite sure what that is. But it is nice. That is nice. I'll be honest, just from that flavour, I could quite happily do this all day. Now let's go up a bit. What should we go up to? Oh, not that. That's solid. Got that. There. Well, I've got to 18.6. I mean, that's 4.3. Well, as you can see, vapour production and flavour have absolutely magnified. I'm not really pushing this too hard at the moment, and the flavour, everything is like enhanced. The raspberry just, really nice at the beginning. and the blackcurrant kind of soothes over it to make it a lovely smooth finish. Oh, blackcurrant blackberry, you know what I mean. I will go up again. Actually, I'm going to go up and see when this kind of burns itself out, because you know you do reach that certain bit and it goes, oh, it's just killed everything. 21.6. Still getting the flavours. I mean, we're at 4.6 volts now, and the flavours are all still there. I've got to go up one more time. I'll kick up to 5 volts, which is 25.3 watts. At that point, if you're a cloud chaser, that's superb, but you're still getting the flavour. Mind you, admittedly the Magma does help that. It is renowned for being a cloud and flavour hound at the same time. Oh, flavours, this lovely fruity flavour just hangs around in the mouth afterwards, and it's still hanging around, and that's nom, nom, nom. I can quite happily recommend that. Will be quite happily be going into the rotation of my dripper mixture. I normally, as a general rule, go out with 5 bottles, then mix and match and pick and mix as I go throughout the day, depending on how I feel. That's definitely going out. That's great. Thank you guys once again. Alright, I'm now going to give this a quick burn out, and then I shall go on to MBV. So yeah, we're burning. MBV joined us, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, 3 maybe even 4 weeks ago now, and I've always wanted to try their stuff. We've got a juice company in the UK called Chef's Favourite, and they're now started to stock their flavourings for DIY purposes, and I haven't had any because I've never tried any, so this is a great opportunity for me. What I'll be trying today will be Moo Juice. This is a 12mg. It's a 50-50 mix. You've actually got when it was made, the made date on it. We've got ingredients. What else have we got in? Not to be used by persons under 21. So basically, you've got your warnings, you've got what is in it, and you've got all the information you need. One bit I will admit that did make me giggle is the fact that there's a nutritional facts bit on it as well, which basically went and said serving size 2 drops. If the serving size is 2 drops, that must make me a fat bastard, because I've had more than 2 drops in a serving. Calories 0, and then percentage of daily value, basically for fat, sodium, total carbohydrates, and protein is 0, because it's e-liquid and it's not food, is it? We're not. Did make me laugh, mind you. I have to admit, it did raise a giggle. Right, let's have a go on this. Enough to wet my coil. Yep. Ooh. The flavour, the smell I'm getting from that is very strawberry. That's very strawberry. That's good, because as people who've watched my videos in the past know, I've got a problem with strawberry vapes. They either get it right or they get it so wrong that you just, oh, you can't understand how they cocked it up that badly. You get this chemical strawberry one, which is really not great, or you get a great one. So that'll be interesting, but that does smell like a good one. That's how good. Let's turn that down first, because we don't want to be doing this at 5 volts to start off with. Yep, we're on 15.1, so that's 3.8 volts. Oh, hello. Oh, right. Vape production. Totally. It's going against this 50-50 because the amount of vapor coming out there was more like a 70-30 VG-PG. Vape production is superb. Throat hit is practically non-existent. But then from the flavours I'm getting from this, that would match what I'm actually getting in my mouth. I wouldn't want this harsh. That would just totally, it would contradict the flavour. but the flavour. Basically, what I'm getting, the flavour I'm actually tasting here is it's a luxury, not luxury ice cream, a luxury milkshake. By luxury, what I mean is it's not one of those ones, you know, you get like your Nesquik and you put your powder in, then you put the milk in, then you stir it and hope all the lumps go away. It's not one of them. It's tasting like one of those old-fashioned ones where you used to get the bottles of milkshake syrup, and you put the milk in, and then you put that in, and then that's stirring lovely, and you get a lovely, rich, syrupy strawberry, and the creaminess. It comes out almost like a milk, to be fair, but you get this really rich, like gold top, creamy milk effect mixing in with it. Oh, it's lush. I'm going to go up a couple on here. Go up to full, that's 16.5 watts. Oh, that's good. That's good. Strawberry is the first thing that hits you, and then it kind of mixes with the milky creaminess in the throat and just comes out and gives you a lovely, gorgeous milkshake effect, strawberry milkshake effect. It's pleasant, it's not overbearing, it's not outstanding as well, and the strawberries, actually every time you breathe out, you just get this creamy milk effect, and it's lush. So once again, a welcome addition to the team. Mount Baker Vapor, that is absolutely gorgeous. I could quite happily vape that one all day. Actually, I'll take that back. I probably won't vape it all day because it is a lovely gentle juice. Every now and then I like something to hit me in the face, give me a bit of a wake up, but that is a very, very, very nice strawberry milkshake. I could, like I said before, as a juice has been cocked up so many times in the past, it's lovely to get a nice one. Alright, we'll just get a blow out. And I shall move on to the other Mount Baker's one I've got, which is Extreme Ice. Now, I would show you this to camera to prove it's Extreme Ice, but I had a little bit of a pocket malfunction. It wasn't a leaky juice. I went out in the rain and my pocket got soaked, and unfortunately the label did not survive. So my apologies for that, guys. But it's Extreme Ice. I think it's 12 milligrams again. Once again, it's 50-50. Oh, you can smell the menthol in this Extreme Ice. I'm anticipating it may take my head off. And anyone who's seen my sister show Don't Stupid Shit So You Don't Have To, well, no, I enjoy that sort of thing. But I do like a good menthol. A good menthol is handy. Not just the fact that it does taste good, but it's handy. Every time if you've got Vapor's tongue, you can get a nice strong menthol. Just give yourself a bit of a palate cleanse. It was good to have one on hand. Right, we're going to start 14.5 watts, which is 3.9 volts. Vapor production on 3.9 volts is superb, so as I go up, that is going to be impressive. Fruit hit's a little bit more, but it's not your traditional nick hit. Anyone who's used to menthol will know, yeah, it's a cool minty blast of a fruit hit. The flavour on the inhale totally bypasses the tongue. Kind of gets roof of the mouth at the back and then down. You start getting, and that starts radiating the flavour up, which is what then you get over your tongue. And it is good. It's strong, but it's not overbearing. Maybe by the time I put this up a little bit more. What can I say about this? Because there's a single flavour, there's not an amazing amount you can say about it, apart from it is a very good, strong, clean and crisp menthol blast. I'm going to turn this up now. I'm going to say, because generally with juices you can turn them up so far and then you get burnout. I'm going to turn it up to 17 watts, which is 4.1. And then I'm going to keep on turning it up until I reach burnout, or until I get to the point where the menthol makes me eyes bleed or something. Still good flavour. Let's go up. We're going to rank it up now. We're up to 21.9 watts. This is 4.8 volts. I'm just going to give myself a little bit more, because as I get up on this, I do not want a dry hit. You thought some of the faces I pulled on other videos were bad. You wait till I get a dry hit on high volts. Yeah, go a bit of coating. Oh, ooh, that's a bit fresh. Right, as you can see, 4.9 volts, vapour production stonking. You're now pissing off anyone around you because you're going to be clowning out the room. Flavour gets so much more intense. I'm going to go up again. Right, 24 watts, 5.2 volts. Oh, that's the ticket. Oh, nice. Oh, hello. Inhaling, you can just feel the menthol just building and building and building, and you don't want to do an exhale because that stings just a tad, but it is still nice. Oh. It's good. It's one of those juices where if you have it low, it's pleasant and you're still getting the effects of it. But if you have this 5, you have this higher up, it comes alive with an absolute vengeance. It builds up so quickly in the back of the throat. Yeah, I've now got a runny nose, which is always happens a lot, unfortunately, in modern videos. But the flavour, and as you exhale, you can feel, as you breathe in, you can feel your throat instantly getting cold, and as you breathe out, it just flows over the tongue and just fills the mouth with the menthol. That is gorgeous. This wouldn't be an all-day vape for me, mainly because it's not something I'd go for all day, but the amount I change flavours, this would be superb. If you're a menthol head, you're going to love this. If you like it more on your face, put the voltage up. You've got choices with this juice, which is always good. So yeah, so absolutely hats off to Baker Vapor for those 2 juices. They were superb, and I look forward to trying some more of yours in the future. Alright, let's get on to the next one. What have we got? We've got Kahona E-Juice. Now once again, it's a new one to me, and it's Blackberry Blast. And this is 12 milligram. What we got on here? We've got the warnings. You must be of legal smoking age in your state to purchase or use this product. And that's the only warning on it. Nothing about keeping away from pets or anything. Okay. Ingredients, VG, PG, food grade, natural and artificial flavourings. Yeah, so in your ingredients it's not stating nicotine, even though it says this product may contain nicotine. Okay. I would have put nicotine on as an ingredient, but there we go. Alright, let's have a go with this. Well, it's the same. Ugh. It's saying blackberry, but I'm not actually getting that. I'm smelling more of the nick. You know when you get like, especially the DIYers amongst you, you know that smell you get when you open the bottle of nicotine. Kind of that smell. I'm not actually really getting the blackberry. This could be interesting. Turn it down again. Yep. Right, go with 3.7 start on this one, 14.5 watts. Oh. Oh. Well, what can I say about this? First hit, really not impressed. Throat, well, vapor production was alright, vapor production was fine. The throat hit was immense. I don't know what the hell happened there. That should be like that for Blackberry. Well, flavour. Well, there is Blackberry there. To be fair, there is Blackberry there. But there's this white pepper nick flavour that goes with it. You know when you get a bottle that hasn't quite blended properly? Kind of tastes like it may have separated out a little bit. Yeah, I say I've got no idea on the ratio on this, so I say the vapor production's alright. Oh, it's the It's a peppery nick. And it's not good. I'm going to go up and hopefully that the blackberry flavour by itself isn't actually too bad. I've got up to 4 watts. Yeah. I've got up to 17 watts, 4 volts. And hopefully that'll bleed some of that nick out, and hopefully that will wake up the blackberry a little bit more so it can take over. But that's one of those nicks that just outstays its welcome. That's not. Well, when we go up to 4, I'll practically kill the vapor on that. So vapor production's alright. Oh, it's a peppery nick. I can't do any more of that. I'm burning that one out. Yeah, guys, I really can't recommend Kahuna, whatever bloody hell it is. Blackberry Blast. I can't get rid of that pepper taste. Burn you evil thing. Right, well, this leads me to the last two now, which are, which one should I do? I'll leave that one to last. No, I'll go for that one first. This is from Amsterdam e-liquids, one of our supporting vendors, and this is Gummy Cola Bears. Now, I like Gummy Cola Bears, so this could be interesting, but I haven't ever found a good one. We have the label on the bottle, you must be of legal smoking age, blah 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 blah, ingredients PGVG. Once again, another one that's not actually listing nicotine as an ingredient. Bit strange. And that is it. Shake well before use. Yeah, this product may contain nicotine. Well, put it in the ingredients then. I would have thought. Alright, but I put PG first, so I'm assuming there's probably a 70-30 PG-VG if I put that one first. Alright, let's come down. Hang on, I didn't have a sniff of the bottle. Aha. The smell from the bottle is pure cola gummy bears. It's not that bad actually, it does smell quite authentic. Alright. Well, we'll turn that up a bit. We should go to 14.3 or 3.8 volts. Yeah, you may have seen me go for a few emotions, but vapor production's okay. fruit hit isn't too bad. There is a bit of one, but it isn't too bad. Now, flavour-wise, now this is where I got a little bit confused here. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It is cola gummy bears. You get that kind of happy shopper cola taste that you always get with those sweets. That kind of over-sweetened cola that flavouring they use. And you get the gummy effect. But it becomes a bit concentrated on the way out. On the way in, it's actually a lovely flavour. It fills the mouth, fills back the throat. You go, oh, yeah, this is what I expected to taste from this. And then you breathe out, and it adds another couple of layers to it. That's a bit, yeah, that's a bit too much now. It's like undiluted squash, which is kind of a shame because the inhale and the actual middle bit was superb. Don't do it. Oh. You may have noticed a little swallow back there. Don't do a nose exhale. It just magnifies it so much more than it was already coming through, tasting over concentrated on the way out. To be fair, what I would probably suggest to these guys is actually putting a few drops less of the flavourings in that, of your flavour base, because it just comes through a bit too much on the last bit, which is a shame. I will admit that is a shame, because that did taste very, very nice for the first half of that. I'm going to go up, which is probably not going to help me at all, so if I gag on camera, I do apologise now. Right, I'll go up to 4.3, which is 18.8 watts. See, this part, nice. That part a bit too much. Yeah. Oh. Sorry guys. Few drops less on your flavourings, and that would actually probably be very, very nice. It's just on the exhale, it just comes across as very, very, very over concentrated, and it just it overloads the actual sensors around that point. It's a bit too much. But good attempt for the first part. First part is nice. The second part is, I'm going to burn that out. Oh, still burnt. And I can get on to the last one that I've got for this section for you guys today. It's Amsterdam Helix again, and it's apple pie. Now, I've had a lot of apple pies in my time. That sounds wrong after the film. Let's take off that tamper ring. And most of them have been quite good. It all depends which way they want to go with it. I mean, I'll have to be honest, one of the best ones I had, I can't remember the name of it, but that was from Refuse Vapors. And that was gorgeous. And it was potentially one of the best ones I've ever had. So I kind of used that as the benchmark now for all the other ones I have. Alright, we're going to turn that down. Not that much. Right, we're going to do 14.2, which is 3.7, so basically a full ego's worth. Ooh. Now that is not. Bit stingy. Hey, it's okay. Assuming from whatever it is, I'm still saying it's a 70-30 because it's very liquid. Flavour wise, it's nice. You kind of get the apple mixed in with the pastry going in, and then the exhale you get a little bit of spice. You get, well, actually that's growing. you start off with a little bit of spice. There's a little cinnamon kicker on the exhale. But that does seem to magnify, actually, the longer it's gone on. The lift bit in my tongue, it is actually still stinging. That's quite strong on the cinnamon. That's a bit of a surprise kicker there. Oh, now I'm just getting cinnamon. Alright, this is a bit of a weird one. The first hit I had, a throat hit. The throat hit seems to depend on what flavour you get at the time. I mean, these were shaken up before I put these in, so it should have blended together, but they seem to be separating out with the heat. But they're separating out on different tokes as well. So the first one was a very nice apple with quite a nice crust, nice pastry taste to it, and then the exhale was cinnamon, which then grew. That one was just pure cinnamon and tasted more like a Fireball. This is a bit like having a Willy Wonka chewing gum. So vapour production fine for a 70-30. Now I'm just getting apple pie again, but now I'm getting no cinnamon. Oh no, there is. There is. Not sure quite on the blending of this. It seems to be a little bit sporadic on which one is actually going to give you. It's the cinnamon. The apple pie portion of that juice is nice. That is very nice. Ugh, the spice bit is a little bit overbearing. I'll go up to, what should we do? What should we do? Yeah, I'll go up to 17.1 or 4.1 volts. That's better. This is a juice that demands power. It demands it. It demands it. If you've just got an ego set up and you're stuck on the 3.7, you might find it's a bit hit and miss what flavours you're actually going to get. If you're on an adjustable mod or you're on a mech with full batteries, you're going to get the full effect of them. Well, I meant that cinnamon is still a bit of a kicker, but it does gel together a lot better. So I've got this at 4.1. I'll go up to 4.3, which is 18.9 watts. Yeah, this demands power. Higher up, as I say, 4.3 volts. Everything comes together in a lovely package. You get your apple, you get your pastry, and the cinnamon. And there's no kind of differentiation rate. There's no difference. There's no difference between your inhale and your exhale because everything's now blended nicely. The pastry has kind of fell a little bit into the background, but the actual apple and the cinnamon have come together as friends now instead of enemies as they were before. So yeah, if you've got a slightly higher power device, I can recommend that one. That is actually quite a nice vape. Well, that brings us all to the end of this first part. This is the first one of these that I'm going to be doing now for the Juice Party samples. As and when I get them, I shall put more up for you and maybe give you a little bit of an insight about what juices there are and which ones you should go for. So on behalf of myself, Darren Stone, Head of the Department of Inhaled Vapours and one of the admin from VHV, I bid you all a very good afternoon and I'll be seeing you again soon. Goodbye.